Let me teach you something. Your phone isn't just for scrolling. It's a $5,000 per month business waiting to happen. I did it with zero experience, and in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly how you can turn your phone into a money-making machine that brings in at the bare minimum $5,000 per month. I honestly wish someone had sat me down and explained this stuff when I was struggling financially over 5 years ago. Maybe right now you procrastinate a lot. You're constantly binge watching YouTube videos on how to make money online, and you just have no idea where to go next. That is exactly where I was 5 years ago. But everything changed when I found a simple step-by-step process that literally printed money. I call it the PTP method, or passion to profit. It's the 5-step framework that transformed my life, and it can do the same for you. What's amazing with this method is that you don't need anything fancy, just your phone, your knowledge, and the willingness to follow these 5 steps. So let's break it down. Step 1 is offer creation. This is where most people get stuck because they overthink it. Start by listing out everything you know, your skills, your passions, and your interests. So far, you're following me? It should be pretty easy. What problems have you solved for yourself? What knowledge do you have that others might need? Here's the secret. You don't want to create an offer nobody wants. Look at what the market already wants. What are people struggling with? What keeps them up at night? You can literally put these questions into ChatGPT and you're going to find a lot of good answers. What urgent needs do they have right now? Your winning offer comes from combining your knowledge with market demand. And remember, the best offers don't just provide information. That alone is like a commodity, it's not worth much. The best offers solve painful problems. When I was starting out, I noticed tons of small business owners who were great at their craft, but terrible at finding customers. And I knew how to create content and generate leads, so I packaged this knowledge into a high-ticket offer. That's literally all I did. I didn't invent something new, I just packaged my knowledge in a way that solved a real problem for people. And here's a massive mindset shift. Price based on transformation, not time. If you can help someone make or save $10,000, charging $2,000 isn't unreasonable, even if it only takes you 5 hours to deliver. Most people severely undercharge because they think about hourly rates. That is employee thinking. When you're selling a transformation, you're selling results, not hours. This shift alone can triple your income overnight. The best part about your offer is that you don't need special credentials or certifications. You just need results, either for yourself or for one other person. That's it. If you've been able to solve a problem once, in money, health, relationships, fitness, whatever, you can teach it to others and help them to solve it too. Let me give you a real example. I had a client who was amazing at helping people to lose weight through simple nutrition plans. She wasn't a certified nutritionist. However, she had lost 40 pounds herself and documented the entire process. So she packaged this knowledge into a 12-week coaching program and sold it for $1,200. Within 3 months, she almost had a dozen customers and was making $12,000 per month. All of that from her phone. Now, unfortunately, there are some things we're not allowed to share on YouTube, which is why to help you, I've recorded a free training to show you how I went from zero to over $1,200 a day with 95% profit margins. The link is in the description and I highly suggest you check it out when you're done with this video. You can also book a free call with me or my team, and together, we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to 5 to 10K per month as quickly as possible. But be quick, because we literally get hundreds of applications per month, so we don't have enough spots for everyone. Step 2 is traffic. Listen to me carefully. If you don't have attention, you don't have a business. Period. It doesn't matter how great your stuff is. But what's amazing with your phone is that it can be a traffic generating machine if you use it right. There are 2 main approaches here. First, create short-form content on platforms like specifically Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. These platforms are desperately trying to compete with each other, which means they're pushing content from creators like crazy. You can literally start from zero and get thousands of views in your first week. The secret to short-form content is simple. Hook, value, call to action. Your first 3 seconds need to grab attention. The middle needs to deliver real value. And the end needs to tell people what to do. The other thing you can do to get more clients is direct outreach to cold people, meaning they've never heard of you before. So what you would do is DM potential customers, comment on their content, and send cold messages. I know this might sound scary, but it's actually how I got my first customers. And the best part is I literally got clients for free. Just sending 50 direct messages per day can literally change your life. So here's a simple outreach template that works. Hey name, I saw your post about whatever they talked about. It really resonated with me because of this thing that I've lived in my life, or this thing that I did. I help people with, you plug your offer. Would you be open to a quick chat about how I might be able to help you with the specific result or outcome they want. I've sent thousands of these messages, sometimes thousands per day, and about 20 to 30% of people will actually respond. Then you want to chat with them a little bit to see if they could actually benefit from your offer. The goal with both of these methods is appointment setting. You need to find potential buyers and get them on a call. To book the calls, you can use Calendly. It's free and it's super simple. Now, your phone has everything you need to make this happen. I remember sitting on the bus, like when I was younger, sending outreach messages while everyone around me was scrolling on Instagram. While they were consuming, I was creating opportunities. That's the mindset shift you need to make. Step 3 is sales. This is where the money actually happens. If you have a great product but you can't sell it, you're not going to make any money. Too many people overcomplicate sales. But at its core, sales is just a conversation about a transformation. Don't sell your time or your process, sell the outcome. What does it look like after someone works with you? How does their business improve? What do they feel? That's what people are buying. You don't need fancy funnels or complicated systems. Just learn basic sales skills you can apply over the phone or Zoom. Learn to overcome objections, build belief in your offer, and close with confidence. When you do this, some people will become customers. When you think of it this way, your phone is literally a portable sales office. I've closed 4-figure deals while sitting in coffee shops, walking through parks, and even just relaxing in my bathrobe at home. The simple sales framework I use goes like this. You have a small chat just to warm up, then you understand their current situation, you identify their goals and their challenges, and you present your solution if you see they could be a good fit. Then, if there's any, you handle objections. And that's it. Most people fail at sales because they talk too much about themselves and about their offer. Instead, you want to spend at least 80% of the call just asking questions and really understanding what the other person wants and listening to them. When you truly understand their pain, presenting your solution becomes natural, not pushy. I remember my first sales call. I was so nervous that my hands were shaking and my heart was pounding so fast in my chest. I genuinely felt like I was about to have a heart attack, but I made the call anyway. And guess what? While this call didn't turn into a client, it taught me a lot and allowed me to overcome my fears. Step 4 is delivery. Keep this simple, especially in the beginning. Use Zoom calls, WhatsApp support, voice notes, and Loom videos to deliver your service. Your product can be one-to-one coaching, which is what I recommend you start with at first, a group program, or digital resources with support, but it's the hardest to scale, so start with one-on-one coaching. The format doesn't matter as much as the results. Focus on delivering a real transformation, not just information. I always aim to over-deliver, especially with your first clients. Those testimonials are worth their weight in gold. Remember, one happy client who gets results can bring you 3 more through referrals. Many people think they need complicated systems to deliver value. You don't. Some of the best coaching I've received came through voice notes and text messages. When I started, my entire delivery system was WhatsApp and Google Docs. That's it. I would send voice notes, explain strategies, create simple documents with action steps, and hold accountability calls once a week. My clients loved it because it was simple and got them results. Let me tell you about Ed, one of my first clients. He was a fitness coach struggling to get clients online. We had 2 Zoom calls and then communicated entirely through WhatsApp for 6 weeks. During that time, I helped him create content, reach out to potential clients, and build a simple sales process. By the end, he had 4 new clients and had made back his investment 3 times over, all delivered through a phone. Step 5 is iteration. This step is what separates the successful people from the wannabes. If you want to go to the top 1%, you need to optimize everything down to the 0.0001%. The feedback of your client is absolute gold. Use it to improve your offer, your content strategy, and your delivery system. Don't get attached to your initial ideas. Let the market tell you what it wants. If you're not getting calls, then tweak your content. If you're getting calls but not sales, improve your sales skills. If clients aren't getting results, refine your delivery. The market always gives you clues. You just need to pay attention. Most people quit too early because things don't work perfectly the first time. Your first offer won't be the best offer, but you collect feedback, you make adjustments, and then it gets better. And that's how you build an amazing product. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens through consistent iteration. Every week, ask yourself these questions. What's working well? What's not working? What's one thing I can improve this week? This simple practice will put you ahead of 95% of people trying to build online businesses. Now, unfortunately, there are some things we're not allowed to share on YouTube. which is why to help you, I've recorded a free training to show you how I went from zero to over $1,200 a day with 95% profit margins. The link is in the description and I highly suggest you check it out when you're done with this video. You can also book a free call with me or my team, and together we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to 5 to 10k per month as quickly as possible. But be quick, because we literally get hundreds of applications per month, so we don't have enough spots for everyone. Now let's break down the realistic timeline and earnings. You don't need hundreds of clients to hit $5,000 per month. You just need 2 or 3 high quality ones. 3 clients at $2,000 each equals $6,000 per month. Even just 2 clients at $2,500 each puts you at $5,000 per month. If you break down the math, it's not about volume, it's about value. I remember my first month hitting $4,000. I literally just had 2 customers and I was working with them maybe 2 hours per week total. The rest of my time was spent creating content and doing outreach to find more customers. Many people think they need to work 60 hours a week to make good money, but you don't. When you charge based on the value and results, you can make more money in 10 hours than most people make in 40. That's the power of high-ticket offers. Let's be real though. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. If you want to be a millionaire with 0 work in 2 days, just click off this video. Your first month you might make $0. Your second month you might make $1,000. But by month 3 or 4, hitting $5,000 consistently is absolutely doable if you follow this framework and you take action daily. But most people quit before they get results. You want to stay consistent with your content and appointment setting. Do something every single day, even if it's small. The algorithm rewards consistency, and so does the universe. Don't get caught in perfectionism. Your first offer, your first piece of content, your first sales call, they're all going to be terrible. And that's fine. Launch, then improve. I still cringe when I watch my early videos, but those videos got me clients. Focus on solving problems, not selling products. When you genuinely help people, the money follows naturally. Every piece of content, every outreach message, every sales call should focus on how you can solve a real problem. Learn to love rejection. Each no gets you closer to a yes. I heard no dozens of times before getting my first yes. Now I celebrate rejections because I know they're part of the process. And finally, you don't need a website, paid ads, or a fancy setup when you're just getting started. I built my business initially with just Wi-Fi and a hustle. Your phone has everything you need to succeed. Look, I know what it's like to struggle financially. To watch your parents struggle to earn a tiny paycheck and wonder if that is your future too. To try business after business with literally nothing working. But I'm living proof that clarity and consistent action can change everything. The $5,000 per month I'm talking about isn't some far-off dream. It's often just 5 conversations away. 5 yeses from people who need what you already know. The question is, are you ready to do what it takes and to put your offer out there? Are you ready to package your knowledge, create content, have sales conversations, and deliver actual value? If the answer is yes, then your phone isn't just a device for consumption anymore. It's your ticket to freedom. The method I shared with you works. I've seen it work for myself, but for dozens of other people. Now it's your turn to use it. Take what you've learned today, apply it consistently, and I can't wait to hear your success story. Now, if you want to learn in detail how the P2P method works, unfortunately, this is just a simple YouTube video, and I don't have the time to share everything with you. That's why I've made a free training to help you. The link will be in the description below, but be quick because I don't know for how long it's going to be online. With that being said, I will see you on the other side.